Hey folks, today is November the 1st. It's currently about 7 o'clock in the afternoon. This will be my second attempt at the Arbitron weekly update review. The first time the sound got messed up somehow, so wasn't able to use that video. So hopefully this will go through properly and we won't have any more issues. Obviously this is going to be our 7th, I'm pretty sure this is video number 7, but it's going to be our first video for the high risk settings. And if you guys have been checking out the website, EmpireAmbition.com, you'll notice that I did get this set up here. Arbitron high risk daily stats, as you guys can see here. All right, another thing I want to touch on real quick is that Forex Peace Army has a live account that they've been running with this particular expert advisor. So I wanted to go ahead and take a look at that with you guys real quick. All right, they started their testing on 9/26. And you guys can click that link on my site and it'll take you here. And you can see they deposited $10,000. So definitely a nice start. Typically they'll start in a SIM account. And if things go well with a SIM account, they'll jump over to a live account with testing. And that's exactly what they did here. So with a $10,000 account, they did really well. As you can see here, they have a withdrawal for $4,200. And another withdrawal for $10,000. And they made a few rather large deposits as well. We'll take a look and see what their ending net profit has been. But they had a streak here where it didn't do too well. I wanted you guys to see that. Obviously, things aren't always going to go well with any system. No expert advisor is going to win every day. So it's important to keep that in mind. You can see here they withdrew another $10,000 here. And then they added $35,000 and $23,800 on, what's that, 10/14. All right, so a few losses there. As you can see, a string of losses, 8,000, 6,000, and then a string of winners here, 8,000, 6,000, 5,000. But it's after a $90,000 deposit that they really had a pretty hefty string of losses. You can see right here, they deposited $90,000. And after they deposited that, you'll notice that they had some pretty heavy losses here. A $14,000 loss, $7,000, $8,000. So even though there are winners, excuse me, there are definitely some pretty hefty losses here as well. And you can see it did, looks like it made up quite a bit of that. 10,000, 10,000, 11,000. And at the end of the day, it looks like they made a total net profit of $32,817 at this point. Total deposits and withdrawals of $134,600. Current balance of $167,417. All right, so that's a quick look at what Forex Peace Army has done. And obviously, you guys can come here and see that as well. Now, we can check out Duane's account. I know this week on Wednesday we had a lot of news, and FBS did not do well this Wednesday with all that news. And I know Duane, for example, he what was it? His feeder ended up messing up, so he had to contact support, I believe, to try and see what was going on with his feeder to get that fixed and situated. But let's go ahead and take a look here and see what happened with him this week. You can see 7.67% loss this week. So definitely not a great week for FBS, and not just with him. Overall, I've seen from a few people that were also with FBS, and basically what they reported is bad execution speeds. So that's kind of the issue that a lot of people have been having with FBS at this point. So hopefully that was just a one-day thing on Wednesday. I know on, I believe, Friday today, I saw that a few people made good money on non-farm payroll. So that is definitely a good thing, and a few people from FBS included there. Let me check my notes here. All right, there it is. All right, somebody had sent me a message on, I believe it was Sunday afternoon, and they had stated that their ping for the feeder was between 30 and 45 milliseconds, and that was on Sunday. And I asked this individual to wait till Monday because I noticed that it was the same on my feeder as well. So Monday came and the feeder was back to normal ranging between 0 and 15 milliseconds. So if you do happen to get started on a Sunday and you notice that your feeder's ping is between 30 and 45 milliseconds, just give it until Monday, and that should straighten itself out. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at my results here for this week. And again, this is a sim account. And as you guys can see here, we're currently up 27.7%. Definitely did well this week. One thing I also wanted to mention regarding FBS, even though that one did not do well this week, people that were with other brokers did have a good week, especially on Wednesday. The problem is those individuals did not want to share the broker that they're currently using. And I can understand why they wouldn't want to share it. But, you know, at this point right now, it seems like the people making the most profit are those that are testing other brokers besides just the ones that the vendor recommends. So I wanted to definitely put that out there to you guys as well. And obviously, now that this is up here, you can come and check out all my trades. You can see them here. And obviously, there are several live accounts up here that you guys can follow along. And again, it's important to remember every day and every week is not going to be a winning day or a winning week. So it's important to keep that in mind here. Another thing I wanted to touch on is that I got a few emails from people that got started earlier this week, Mondays and Tuesday, I believe. And they were saying that the expert advisor was not trading and that they hadn't gotten any trades within 24 hours. And it's important to remember that when the markets are not volatile, the trades are going to decrease significantly with this expert advisor. All right, the more movement we get in the market, the more trades we're going to get. Also, if you have this expert advisor, you should have got an email from the vendor explaining how we can increase trades. You know, so everybody that's already in should have gotten that email, which will explain to them how they can make the expert advisor trade more if they so choose to. All right, next thing I want to touch on is that I was told that an individual is having some very good luck using Arbitron with indices, however you pronounce it. Basically like the S&P and the Dow and things of that nature. A lot of MT4 platforms will allow us to trade that. So there are people out there having a very good experience using this expert advisor on indices. So that's something you guys can keep in mind and maybe test with and play with, along with testing out different brokers as well. All right, looks like that's everything on my week that I wanted to touch on. And as I get information from different people, I definitely will continue to share that information here. Like I said, everything is not always going to be roses. We are going to take losses, like a lot of people took losses this week. Let me see here. Let's scroll down and see if we have anything new here to touch on. All right. And as I get questions down here, I try to answer those either in the video or here. I'll go in and just answer them. All right, looks like I'm pretty caught up on most of this stuff here. Hey Larry, are these the conservative settings? I think this individual emailed me. I recall somebody asking about that a while back. All right, so I think that's everything I want to touch on. Again, if you guys want to get more information on Arbitron, make sure you guys click the link below. At this point right now, we're going to do one more week of high risk or the high risk settings to see how it goes. Obviously, I have noticed that, like I said, depending on what broker you're using, you might have different experiences. You know, I want to keep drilling that into everybody's head, you know, because a lot of people are going with FBS right now. Like I said, FBS had some tough trades this week. You know, a lot of people weren't happy with it. So definitely keep that in mind. And if you're in the US, you're definitely going to have to try out several brokers, maybe, before we find one that's, I don't want to say consistently profitable, because there are people right now in the US that are using this that are profitable. It's just, I have no idea what brokers those individuals are using. Like I said, nobody wants to share their brokers, which is a shame, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, if you guys have anything to report to me, you want to let me know about the system, go ahead and just shoot me an email, or you can just click the contact us link up here. And hopefully this video will go through as planned and the sound will work on it. All right, guys, hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll see you on the final Arbitron weekly update review on November the 8th. All right, folks, take care.